Alright, welcome back to the Shelf of Shame and Terry settlement. We are on Lantern Year 2, and we've decided to hunt a level 1 white lion, because I think our only other option is antelope now. But we want to complete the white lion gear. Going on this hunt, we have... I'm controlling Zachary, who's been participating in every fight so far. He's mostly unarmored. He's got cloth on his waist. He's also carrying a founding stone and a bone blade. He's decided he's going to proceed and try to learn weapon proficiency for sword. Is back from contemplating existence. She's only got the one hunt experience, but she's got a white lion helmet, white lion gauntlets, and still the cloth armor. For weapons, she has our second founding stone, which I think we only have the 2 left, and a lion beast guitar, because I love guitars.
So that's both yours. I have Alistair. He's been on both hunts so far. He's got +1 accuracy, +2 strength, and +1 evasion. He'll be getting another +1 evasion for his rawhide vest combo. He's our best armored currently. He has the rawhide headband, the rawhide vest, the rawhide gloves, rawhide pants, and rawhide boots. And he also has bone darts. And he's got 5 insanity.
He's got to have that much insanity to try to go for fist and tooth proficiency.
And then we have Lucy in the green. She is just wearing a towel and has a bone dagger. She has a list of attributes though. She is a leader. She can, whenever she can encourage,
Which is never,
thanks to her shattered jaw. The survivor you encourage will gain 1 speed token. So it'd be nice to heal her jaw. But she can inspire another survivor once per hunt phase. They use your understanding and courage to resolve a hunt story event.
That's really good for overwhelming darkness.
Well, once you have some.
Yeah, I have 1 courage, so I don't know if it's going to help anybody.
So
She's also the Orator of Death. Once per showdown, she can spend her activation to have all non-death survivors gain +2 insanity. When you die, you encourage, which I won't do, all survivors with your last word. So that should happen. Disorders, Quixotic. If you are insane when you depart, which she is, she has 7 insanity. She will gain a survival and a strength token. And then the Shattered Jaw, which does not allow her to encourage or consume.
Alright, so I think we're ready to move forward. Who wants to be the first hunt revealer?
Doing it!
Shocker!
Alistair for the win. Alright, we have Lion's Sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass. Their quarry's sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the white lion's bizarre inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains +1 understanding and +1 insanity.
I don't mind that at all. Urza is going to hit 3 understanding, and she will hit insight as a story event. And then it says we have to roll a random hunt event?
Yes, but we can do your...
Yeah. Insight. In a single moment, the curtain of the world pulls back. Select the epiphany corresponding to the current game phase. Well, we are in the hunt phase, so she will gain Explore. You dream. Before you, toiling silently, a strange creature with the imprint of a human face sculpts stone faces on the ground. You meet its concave gaze in the wake. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. She'll gain an Explore, which will let her roll +2 or have +2 on her rolls for investigating. And then I have to roll a single die. An 8. Gain +1 permanent accuracy.
Ooh, yes.
That's solid.
It's my favorite thing to gain, I think.
And we are using some promotional content. We have these patterns, which came with the 10th anniversary, or Echoes of Death, was it?
Oh, yes.
It was either the 10th anniversary, Echoes of Death, a few promos.
No, Echoes of Death was the strains.
That was the strains. Okay, so it came with probably the 10th anniversary Survivor, the 10th anniversary White Speaker, maybe, and then I think Oktoberfest Aya, what have you. So when a character reaches Insight, they get to draw a random pattern card, which will give them a recipe for some rare piece of gear. Settlement now has the recipe for a piece of armor called the Brave Dirndl. We need cloth, 2 pieces of cloth, a leather, a skullcap hammer would have to be used, and then we would also have to have a returning survivor with an instrument and a bone sickle to make this. But in any event, that is something the settlement now has.
Well, that's fun.
Do we have any idea what this thing does?
No clue. It'll be a surprise.
That looks like a dress.
It does. I'll wear it.
Or maybe an apron or
Hem
something.
the bottom short for freedom of movement. A cheerful song after a brush with death inspires a festive outfit.
Fun.
Complements the outfit with cute but tough-looking leather accessories. Oh, we've got to make this thing.
All right. We have to roll a random settlement.
Yes,
or
we do.
random.
We're going to go purple first. 72.
Something to pass the time. If the settlement does not have symposium, ignore this event and roll again.
Okay, well, we do not have symposium. So purple's first. 40.
40 is dream. The event revealer dreams of the upcoming hunt. They stand before the great beast, weapons ready, but it strikes them down. If the event revealer has 3 or more courage,
I do not.
or if any survivor is a savior. Okay.
Do not.
So if we had, the event revealer would have gained an evasion token. Otherwise, the dream is merely rattling. Suffer 1 brain event damage. Then, if anyone happened to have the Twilight Sword, they would dream about indiscriminate slaughter and add murder settlement event a D5 years from now. So just a brain damage.
So I take 1 damage to my brain hole.
Putting you at 5.
Yes.
5 insanity. Alright, Lucy will be the next hunt revealer. Here's the card.
Aromatic breeze. Sorry about that,
Oh,
guys.
is that the one with
That's why I go first.
is that the one with ammonia?
The hungry lion sniffs the survivor's musk in the wind. No.
Oh.
Move the white lion 1 space toward the survivors.
Good.
If he would have moved onto us, he would have ambushed us. And roll a random hunt event.
Oh, okay. I was hoping that was the ammonia one.
Alright.
The bright light yellow will be the 10 space.
63.
I honestly have no criticism about your description of the colors.
Oh, I won you over.
Feet. The stone faces ahead are replaced by an expanse of stone feet sprouting from the ground. The survivors walk soul to soul with the feet. If any survivor is insane,
I believe we're all insane.
Yeah.
no, Urza is not. So, if they are insane, they are convinced they have reached the underside of the world. They clutch the ground for dear life, terrified of falling off. Their raucous terror slows the survivors and attracts unwanted attention. Roll once on the hunt event table for each insane survivor before moving on.
So 3 hunt events.
Yep. If all survivors are insane, they fall off the underside of the world. The survivors are dead unless the settlement chose survival of the fittest.
Yay! Thank you, Urza, for keeping us here.
Well, we have survival of the fittest.
Oh. Okay. Teetering,
Well, wait.
teetering on the
Yeah.
edge of the universe.
So...
We're in the upside down.
Yep. And if we roll feet again, we ignore it and re-roll. I guess Zachary's hunt event is 21.
No, so you did not call out what's first.
Well,
Yeah.
you
So you just
established the
choose.
precedent. All right.
Which one was first? Okay.
The bright sunlight yellow. How'd you describe it?
Doesn't matter. Cream.
All right.
It's cream.
Drawings. Cowering in a cave, the survivors find strange drawings decorating the walls. They appear to contain a message. Any survivor with 3 or more understanding may try to decipher the drawings by rolling a d10. If the settlement has pictographs, every survivor may roll and add 4 to it.
We do
Urza.
not have pictographs.
But we do have Urza. Urza is our hero right now.
Okay, well, Urza will try to decipher. So I'll roll a d10. A 6. The true meaning escapes you. Gain +1 insanity. And that's the end of that. So that was
Alright.
Zachary's.
I'll roll Alistair's. Purple is first. 88.
The sword and the statue. A one-eyed statue twice as tall as any man, sits before a great anvil with a hammer in each of its 6 hands. Transfixed, the survivors watch the statue beat a red-hot sword that lies across the anvil. Each survivor, starting with the event revealer and proceeding clockwise, may make one attempt to grab the sword from the anvil. If they do, they gain +1 courage, roll a d10, and add their hunt XP to the roll.
So you would be the event
Okay.
revealer.
All right.
Yes.
I will say it's unlikely that we should try this. So our best hunt XP is 2, right?
Right.
So with adding the 2, you don't have a chance of dying. But a 1 through 6 will give you a dismembered arm. A 7 to 11 will give you nothing. And if you somehow manage to roll a 12 or higher on your single die, you gain the Miramasa rare gear.
So we have a 60% chance of losing an arm and a 40% chance of nothing happening.
But if we get a 10,
But if you choose to roll and go for that 40% chance of nothing
You
happening,
get a courage.
you gain a courage.
you gain courage.
Is a courage worth a dismembered arm?
A lantern is worth them.
Well,
No,
here's
it's
the deal.
not.
Wait a minute though. A dismembered arm's only penalty is you cannot use
Two-handed
weapons. Is there any other penalty to a dismembered arm?
Dismembered arm. You can no longer activate two-handed weapons. Injury is permanent, can be recorded twice. A survivor with 2 dismembered severe injuries cannot activate any weapons, and you would also gain a bleeding token right now. Is it
Does
worth
that
it
mean
for a
you
courage?
cannot?
Well, she's already kind of a mess. Why not? Because she can let other people use her courage during hunt events with her inspirational
Use a dagger
missing
one-handed.
limb. It's going to make her sign language a little bit more difficult.
So my question is if both of your arms are dismembered, can you use fist and tooth?
Yes, because that's
It's definitely
in the FAQ. I read
says
it.
weapon.
But it also says a survivor may always fight with their fist and tooth.
All right, so starting with the event revealer, which I guess is still Lucy.
But if you get a 10, you get Miramasa? Is that
No,
nice?
no, you need to roll a 12 on your d10 to get a Miramasa.
Oh, I thought we added our...
You do, but I already took that off. You need a 14 or better on the chart.
Oh.
I'm going to leave it.
Yeah.
Urza will leave it. Zachary will leave it.
Alistair makes poor decisions.
Alistair does make poor decisions, but I think I'll leave it.
Keep your arm.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Let's-
really like this
White
game
starts
so
the
far.
fight.
It does not say anything happens if all of us choose to decline. So that is the end of that event. So, Lucy, you want to roll our last random hunt event?
34.
Crippling Misery. Each survivor rolls a d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes a straggler. If any survivor has anxiety, they are the straggler. Do not roll.
Nobody has anxiety.
Okay.
Well, I do now.
I'm developing it right as we speak.
Lucy. A 3.
Ooh, I like that you rolled so low.
Urza is a 7.
Can we get...
Zachary in the cup. Zachary's a 7.
Alistair! 9.
Lucy.
Alright, Lucy is the straggler.
That's why you don't get the armor.
Lucy is lost in a moment of profound self-doubt. They slip, not having the will to catch themselves, and tumble off a steep hill of stone faces. They land awkwardly with a crunch, suffering the broken leg severe injury.
Oh no.
Sobbing to themselves, they come to grips with just how terrible their life is and gain +1 understanding. So she gains an understanding. The broken leg is an ear-shattering crunch. Adjacent survivors suffer a brain damage. I think that really only applies on the showdown. Suffer -1 permanent movement. Injury is permanent and can be recorded twice. Gain a bleeding token. There is a bleeding token for you. Now, if Lucy has binge eating disorder,
She does not.
well, she would wipe away her tears, reach out for a nearby critter, and instinctively cram it in her mouth.
For a shattered jaw, she wants to.
Oh, yes. But you would gain a random vermin resource and then consume it, which some of those have like a 30% chance of death. I know, but just in general, the event could kill you. Or make you stronger. Okay, so that's our last hunt event. So we will proceed on to the show.
The lion den.
Okay, so we've got our settlement board set up. We have the level 1 white lion. We've got 2 pieces of tall grass. For our random terrain, we have a debris pile hiding back here behind Lucy. We've got a survivor corpse. And that's it. We have Lucy in the green, Urza in the yellow, Alistair in the red, and Zachary in the blue. Are we ready?
We are.
Alright, so Alistair will be the first monster controller.
And let's get that AI.
Here's your AI card.
Claw. Pick target. Closest threat facing in range.
No one.
Closest threat in field of view.
That's everyone.
So, I'll pick myself. Gain an insanity. That takes me up to 6. That'll be speed 2. So, 2 attacks. Normally hitting on 2s, but I have 2 points of evasion, so that takes it to 4s, and then the grass puts it on 6s. So 2 attacks hitting on 6s. Miss and miss.
That's what I like to see.
Alright, well that is the end of that. That makes it our go. So who would like to go first?
I don't think it really matters.
I'll go bite him in the butt.
I'll say Urza doesn't have a weapon proficiency chosen yet because she doesn't have the hunt XP, so she doesn't have to worry about wounding with her weapon.
I'll go stab him with the dagger then in the back
Do it.
and see if I can turn him around.
Well, hold on a second. You can actually reach the blind spot here with Lucy in your movement 4, but does that make it so that...
I have extra accuracy. I'm not
1, 2,
too
3,
worried
4.
about it.
Yeah, but you
Okay.
won't be able to make it.
He has more attacks, so that the accuracy will help him better to be in the blind spot.
I'm saying you can both get the blind spot if she
you
goes
go
first.
Unless you want to search the debris pile.
Oh, I'm back here. May as well.
Search?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
search.
I'll go with him. 4.
Just don't make it run off.
So dagger base is 7. Blind spot makes it 6.
3 attacks.
3 dice hitting on 6s.
We also need to remember that you can use your power to give us each 2 insanity. Once per showdown.
Okay. 1 hit.
Your hit location is the Beast's Temple.
My strength is 2. The dagger is 1 against a 10, or against an 8. Toughness 8. So I need a 5 or better to wound. And that's a wound. There is no wound condition. The lion is down to 10 health.
Alright, and the failure condition on here doesn't occur. Well, I may as well search the debris pile. Urza will just sidestep and search the debris pile. That's not an investigate, is it, by chance?
No.
Okay, so just roll a d10. 4.
Find useful remains. Gain 1 random basic resource. Archive this terrain.
Okay.
You discovered
Monster Ball. Did you want to go next, Alistair?
I'll let you go next if you
Okay.
would.
Zachary will just step forward, stay in the grass for its cover, and will attack with his bone blade. He has 2 attacks, hitting on 6s. Starting off strong. 0 hits.
Alright. Well, I suppose that takes it to Alistair. Alright, so hitting on 8s, plus 1 accuracy, so hitting on 7s, and I can't reach the blind spot, so 7s it is. 1 hit.
And you have struck the glorious mane.
Ooh. Impervious hit location. Darn it! So this would not count towards getting my...
Well, you need to do a wound with it.
Yeah. 9, 10.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
crit.
Yeah, because you're deadly with the fist and tooth, right?
Yes.
All right.
We get critical wound. Gain the shimmering main white line resource. If the attacker is insane, the sheer frustration grants them power. Gain +1 strength token. So we get a strength token.
But you did not do a wound because that's an impervious location. I like that they were already just ripping off his parts to use for later.
All right. So does that make it monster?
Yes, we've all gone.
And none of us have surge, so
Lucy will be monster controller. Here is your card.
Grasp. Pick target. Closest knockdown survivor in range.
No one.
No one. Closest survivor in range.
Any of the three of you.
I will choose myself. Monster will move and attack. 1 speed, accuracy is 2. So hitting on 2s.
well,
You
Yes,
have evasion.
do you want to choose yourself?
I do have evasion, so hitting on 3s. I do want to choose myself.
Okay.
So you gain the insanity. And it's a 1. That misses.
Well, these weighted dice are great.
Except they roll 1s. They're just weighted in
So
the
there
wrong
will
way,
be no after damage effect.
right?
I was planning on dodging it if I got
Oh.
hit.
Well,
Understood.
all right then.
Then it's Argo.
I would not mind trying to bite him in the butt.
Go for it.
All right, so 2 attacks hitting on 6s this time because I'm in the blind spot. 8 for fist and tooth, 1 for accuracy, and 1 for blind spot. So 6s. And a perfect hit.
Does that do anything for you?
No, it does not.
You've struck the fleshy gut.
Fleshy gut. The white lion swats back, perform basic action against the attacker if I fail. So, I am... What's his toughness? 8?
8.
So, let's see. 0 strength for fist and tooth, but I have 3 strengths. 8, 7, 6, 5. So, I need a 5 or higher to wound. 8. That is a wound. And that will satisfy my criteria for
Weapon proficiency?
proficiency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll move and make a place for somebody else to get in.
I guess Zachary can attack. He's already in the blind spot. He'll attack with his bone blade. 2 attacks that hit on 5s because we're in the blind spot. That's 1 hit. The beast's heel. You clip the tensed muscles of the heel. He's got 2 strength on the bone blade and 1 on his person, so 5 to wound. That is a 6, so that will wound. And he has also satisfied his proficiency condition, so he'll be gaining a point if he survives this fight. Lucy, did you want to do anything?
Say Lucy should attack and move back to that corpse.
Go search the corpse. Okay. I'll do that. 3 dice that hit on 7s. Miss. And then I will run away. Leaving Urza.
She's got some armor. She doesn't mind braving going outside of the grass. She'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she'll attack with her Lion Beast Guitar. 2 attacks. She does have accuracy. So
Do you want to attack from over here instead? Since you're going to be in the open? So that way if the lion runs off, it is not running over anybody.
Zachary.
I suppose I can do that. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And may as well get one closer to the grass. That's 5. 2 attacks hitting on 6s. 2 hits.
Nice.
Ah, trap. Clever ploy. The attacker is caught in the white lion's ruse and savagely mauled. The attacker is doomed.
Basic action.
Basic action. 2 attacks that she has 1 evasion, so hits on 3s. 2 hits. And those will be to the body and body. So that's going to be a heavy wound for her. She has no armor on the body.
She'll be knocked down, but then I believe grab happens? Or is
No.
that not with the basic action?
That's not with the basic
Okay.
action.
Awesome.
And then is it the monster's turn?
Monster controller will go to Urza.
Vicious Claw. Random survivor in range. That's anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 9. I'll re-roll that. 8 is Zachary. He's going to turn to face. Urza's monster controller now, so Zachary won't gain any insanity. We have 2 attacks, normally hitting on 2s. Zachary's got 1 evasion and 2 from the grass, so hitting on 5s. 2 hits to the waist and leg. These do 1 damage apiece, and if either one goes through, we'll gain a bleeding token. He has 0 survival, so he will dodge none of these. He'll take a wound to the leg and to the waist. Those are light wounds.
No, he's got cloth armor.
Oh, he does have cloth armor, so the waist will soak that up, and he'll take a light wound to the legs. And he'll take a bleeding token from the viciousness of the claw. And then it's our go. Urza will stand up because she was knocked down on our turn.
I'll search this pile for this corpse. Rolling 1d10. A 9.
That's a skull.
Gain +3 insanity and 1 skull basic resource.
Archive this terrain.
Archive this terrain. And the skull says, when you gain this, a survivor of your choice gains +1 insanity. Who would like the insanity?
I think Urza's got the fewest.
Yeah, Urza will take it.
Do you want to move? Maybe get out of the runaway spot? Alright, who should go next?
Urza's feeling vulnerable. Somebody else.
Do we want to let Zachary go? Since he's got the
If
risk of being run over if...
I'm not worried about that. I think you should take the blind spot, and if he happens to attack you, Zachary will get the blind spot.
Boom. Alright. So Alistair's coming in hot. 2 attacks at the back, hitting on 6s. 8 for fist and tooth, 1 for my accuracy, and 1 for the blind spot. Oh. So 1 hit.
You have struck the beast's temple.
So I have +3 strength, so I need 5s to hit. Let's use the lucky purple dice. I need a 5. Give me a crit. No, it's not even on the board. 7? That is a wound.
Zachary will stay put, and he will attack with his bone blade. 2 attacks that hit on 6s. It's 2 hits. Perfect hit does nothing for him. We have struck the beast's brow and the beast's flank. May as well do the flank first, because that reaction will not cause an attack. He's got strength 2 on the blade, 1 on the person, so looking for a 5 to wound. 5 wounds.
Putting holes in this thing.
If we wound there, in the flank, it says reaction. Cats hate this. The monster is very upset. The attacker gains the priority target token. Then we still have the attack on the beast's brow. It also has a wound reaction, where it will swat at me. So looking for a 5 to wound. That's a lantern, so that'll be a crit. The wound reaction won't happen because we critted. Crit is the white lion's vision is impaired. The white lion gains -1 accuracy token.
Well, I like that one. Let's do that some more.
And that is a wound, of course.
And that takes it to Urza, huh?
We're doing fine. Urza's scared. Urza's gonna run.
What?
Not gonna stand the grass. We already have priority target.
No, I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
And that'll be our go, right?
Yes.
So monster controller will move on to Zachary. And the next AI card is Chomp. Closest threat facing in range. Well, he's got to
Priority
choose
target.
Zachary anyway. Yeah.
So since he's chosen, the priority target goes away.
We have 1 attack. Normally hits on 2s. 4's because of grass, 5 because of Zachary's evasion, and 6 because of the -1 accuracy token. So 6. That's an 8. And this always does damage to the head location. Zachary's got no survival. He can't dodge this, so he'll take a heavy wound to his head and be knocked down. And then that makes it us.
I think I should attack first and then stand you up.
That sounds fair.
So 2 attacks, hitting on 6s because of the blind spot, and 2 lanterns.
You have struck the fleshy gut and the beast's heel.
I would like 2 more lanterns, please.
Which one will you do first?
Oh, let's see here. Oh, let's go with the beast's heel. It does not have a failure condition.
So you clip the tensed muscle of the heel.
And that is a wound. And 8 is a wound.
Okay, we're shuffling up the 4 cards that went to the AI discard pile. Okay, he's got
And then
3 cards left.
We'll do the fleshy gut. 8, that is a wound.
And it has a failure reaction, which won't happen.
And then I will stand up Zachary. And I'm going to roll to see if I keep my survival with my rawhide set on a 6 up. So I do spend my survival. But you are stood up, and then I am going to move. One, two, three. Just come down here.
Lucy, did you want to get in the blind spot?
I will.
Do we want Zachary to go first?
I'll see if I can turn that monster around. I'll go there. I will attack with 3 dice that are hitting on 6s.
Well, she. Oh,
What?
I said she can reach the blind spot. Are you that worried about him turning around?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should go here, and then he can reach. If I turn around, he doesn't have to leave the grass. Okay, we'll go there. 3 is hitting on 6s. Is that what I said? Oh no. Oh, miss. She is whiffing.
Zachary will attack from where he's at.
Yeah.
He wants to maintain the safety of the grass, because one more wound to his head and 40% chance he's dead. So 2 attacks with the sword, hitting on 6s.
Nope. You rolled. It's good. I was going to say, do you just want to run and cower like your other character?
No, I don't care about him as much. We need the character with 3 understanding
Okay.
to get us ammonia.
Gotcha.
Ooh, good call.
So we have 1 hit to the beast's elbow. It has a failure where it's going to run away and grab Lucy. So let's not fail. 2 strength on the sword, 1 on him, 5 to wound. That's a 4. So that's a failure. Failure. Full move, monster forward in a straight line.
Oh, forward in a straight line.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5?
6. And it suffers grab. Zachary's going to take a 1 wound to the body. So that'll be a light wound to his body. And is that us?
Well, sort of. We do have this Urza character.
Out of range.
I don't know what she's doing over there in the grass with Alistair, but she's not wearing any clothes.
Well, they get along splendidly.
If she's out of the fight, does she just want to maybe back up? Just to
She might run in there if it comes over here.
get into the fray? Okay.
Yeah. She'll just move there.
Okay, monster controller goes to Alistair.
Draw my AI card. That gives us Chomp. Pick target closest threat facing in range.
That is Lucy.
Nobody.
No
Oh,
facing.
facing. Right.
Closest threat in field of view.
That is Lucy.
Move and
So-
attack.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is enough.
Bring it, lion.
Alright, 1 dice. Hitting on 2s, but 3 because of the damage to the
And
beast's eye.
Lucy has 1 evasion as well. So
Oh, it's
4.
hitting on a 4. That's a lantern, so that's definitely a wound. This is the headhunter. Always hits the target's head location for 1 damage.
Does not knock me down or anything. It just hits me in the head.
Yep.
So I will take that.
Well, you're going to get knocked down from taking the heavy injury, though.
Oh, you're right. I will get knocked down. Do you have any interest in standing me up?
Well, you have dash and dodge.
Either I spend my survival to dodge this, or you
I only
maybe
have 1 survival as well, but I'll definitely try to stand you up if that is what you prefer.
You only have 1 survival?
Yep.
He
I
spent
used
one.
Oh, you didn't save it on that roll?
Correct.
I'll use mine. I will dodge that.
All right.
Avoid the head injury.
So that is our turn, or the monster's turn. Zachary will stand up because he was knocked down as a result of an attack reaction.
All right. Do we want Lucy to go first, or should I go first?
Are you going to run over to the blind spot?
Yes.
Why don't you do that, because I can't make it to the blind spot.
Well, you can attack and run away, though.
Yeah.
Or even just run away if you're worried about getting mauled.
But if you turn him, you might be able to hit the blind
Yeah,
spot.
I think you should.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alistair, coming in hot! Oh, I better roll some dice before I just assume that I hit. I am hitting on... What am I hitting on? 8, 7, 6s. I'm hitting on 6s. 1 hit to the beast's knee.
You hit the white lion's sturdy kneecap.
So again, this will be a 5 to wound. And that is a fail. There is no failure condition, so I'll put that in the pile. And that is it for me.
Alright, I'll go. I will come around this way.
You want to just hit and then move? And get in the grass?
No, because if I force it to run, I don't want it to trample you. I'm looking out for you, man.
Well, I've already gone, so I would stand up on my turn.
Yeah, but you'd also maybe get grabbed, take damage, unnecessary stuff
Full
happening.
armor.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
No, yeah.
I'm just saying I'm
Mister,
safe.
the grass doesn't even protect us. I'll attack you. Can I reach you? I can't. Damn it. Alright. Hitting on 6s. Oh, nope, 7s, because I'm not in the blind spot. 1 hit.
Nice.
To the beast's tricep. A failure will cause a basic attack on you.
Okay. So, my strength is 2, my dagger strength is 1. So that is 3 against his 8.
5 wounds. That's a wound.
Okay, all he has left is chomp. So
Headshots.
he'll be hitting heads, and for targeting, let's just remember, closest threat facing in range, or closest threat in field of view.
Okay, so I will move out of his facing. 4. Oh, you're not in field of view.
Urza is.
Yeah, he'll go after Urza. He's got 1 attack that hits a head. I can take 1 wound to the head.
Okay, I'll back up here then.
Okay.
Hide in the grass.
Zachary's going to run up as far as he can.
And Urza's gonna stay put.
Yep, she will just stay there. So
Right.
Monster Controller will move on to Lucy.
Jump! Jump! Batui jump! Alright, Shocker. Closest threat facing in range. That will be Lucy. Urza. So, move
I'll let you do it.
and attack. 2 dice, or 1 dice that hits on a 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
Hits on a 6. That's a miss.
Okay.
Coward!
That's me.
Alistair, you want to try to
I didn't
finish
see
him
the
off?
lines.
Doesn't he have 2 wounds left?
He has 1 card and the basic attack.
I'll give him a crack. 4. So 2 attacks. Hitting on 6s. 1 hit to the beast's chest. So it does have a failure condition. I need a 5 to wound. 3. I failed. So full move the monster forward in a straight line. Cancel all hits now out of range. Any survivors passed over. Suffer grab.
Okay, well, it's a good thing Urza moved.
Alright, I'll step over. Alright. 3 dice, I hit on 6s. 2 hits.
You can kill him here.
Let's do it.
We have the Glorious Mane
Can't do it.
Never mind.
and the Trap.
Are you kidding?
Well, you couldn't even do anything with the Glorious Mane anyway,
Yeah, but I could do
because
something with anything but the trap.
well, you got trapped.
All right.
He'll do a basic action on you, or basic attack.
Okay. So accuracy on the basic attack is 2.
2.
3, 4 for the grass. 5 for my evasion. 6
6
for his accuracy.
Right.
1 hit.
1 hit to my.
Waste. Just 1 damage.
And I have the cloth armor.
Yep. So everyone's gone but
Zachary.
Zachary. And Zachary can't reach. He'll just close in and try to corner this thing.
Alright. So then.
It's going to attack me.
Yep, so Urza will now be monster controller. And we're going to resolve Chomp again.
On the head.
Yep. So closest threat facing in range, that is Lucy.
Again,
So-
hitting on a 6.
Hitting on 6s.
That is a 6. That's 1 damage to your head.
Damn it.
You're going to get knocked down. Because that will be a heavy injury, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that require a roll?
No.
Okay.
1 more and it will.
Well, we definitely need to get rid of this only hitting the head action.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's-
might want to stand Lucy up. Or you attack and then stand her up.
Yeah, why don't you attack and stand her up just in case you need to protect yourself?
Alright, I will attack. Do I just throw my darts at it?
You got 1 attack with the darts.
So it's still hitting on a 6, but I have +3 to strength, so I mean I'd be wounding on a 3 as opposed to a 5 or a 2. Am I better
You'd be
off?
wounding on a 2.
I'm gonna go bite him. 1, 2. Coming up to bite. 1 hit. Oh,
Are you
shuffled the
kidding?
trap to the top. Ruthless. Alright, so basic action
shuffle
on
that.
me. Hitting on 4s, correct? 2, 3, 4 because my evasion, 5s because of the blind and 1 eye. So 2 hits hitting on 5s. 1 goes through, and that is to my hand. And those do 1 damage, correct?
Yes. Did you want to stand Lucy up?
Yes. Standing Lucy up. I'm gonna see if I save my survival. I do not, so all survival is spent, but Lucy has stood up.
Ugh.
Alright.
Does Zachary want to go first?
Sure.
I don't think he does. I think Lucy wants to go first and move. Because this could cause Urza to get run over.
Okay, let's I agree. Let's do that. I'll run over here
Nice.
because you're here 1, 2, 3, 4, so then you can get into the grass. Okay, we'll do that.
Ooh, I like that. 2 wounds left. This thing is holding on.
All right. 3 attacks that hit on 7s. Three hits.
Nice.
Did we shuffle that?
I did.
What do we got?
A bunch of things that cause movement. Fleshy gut, beast's elbow, and the beast's scapular deltoid.
They all have failure conditions. I'm gonna go for the fleshy gut first.
All right.
Just, I know it can do a basic attack, but...
You're in the grass, and it's blind.
So my strength is 2, the weapon base is 1, so that's 3 against the monster's 8, still a 5. Crit!
What do we get?
Does that create the organ trail?
No. Critical wound. The white lion vomits all over you.
Oh god.
It feels awesome. Gain 1 random basic resource. We gained the monster organ. He threw up his liver? I don't know. And 3 insanity. It's making Lucy pretty insane.
Well, you can only have lions vomit on you so much before it starts to affect your view on the world.
Alright.
And there goes his chomp card, so all he's got left is the basic action. And for our own reference, if he gets to go again, he's going to choose the closest survivor in field of view.
Perfect. I am the best target.
Okay,
Let's see how this...
let's see.
Kill
this.
him right here.
I know. -1 movement.
Which one gets us a resource?
This one gives all non-death survivors +3 insanity. So we'll do the beast elbow. Okay. Wounding on a 5. And that's a wound. Lion is down.
Rawr. Crash.
Alright, so we have to do the rewards.
Let's see what we gathered. Before any rewards, we have a monster bone, shimmering mane, monster organ, and a skull. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a nice haul.
Is there only 1 shimmering mane in the deck?
There
Yes.
is.
So if you were to crit the glorious mane, you've
You
already
get
got
nothing.
it. You get nothing.
Right.
Okay, so it's kind of pointless to roll on that.
No, you didn't have a chance to roll on it. 'cause you
that's
had the
true.
drought.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Okay. Aftermath. Level 1 White Lion. Everyone gains 1 hunt experience. Urza's going to age.
Everyone else will be at 3.
1 weapon proficiency level if you are eligible and you did a wound with your selected weapon.
Okay. Okay.
Did your medication wear off?
I might have.
Alright, so
vicious this thing
we
is.
also gain 4 basic resources and 4 White Lion resources.
Oh, I do that so nicely.
Well, we'll go pull 1 hide and 1 white fur.
Lucy found a hide and a lion tail.
Urza finds love juice. I'm all
Yes.
about that.
That
And
means we can get our population.
sinew. And then Zachary finds a broken lantern and lion testes.
Nice.
Looks like we got a good mix. A little shy on bones, but
We've still got a white lion claw from leftover settlement.
looking for your other Qatar. 'Cause it's white lion.
I'm
claw,
more
right?
interested in the armor. I was hoping we'd get more white lion fur.
Well, we got 2
That's-
hides.
Yeah, we got 4 hides and white fur. Oh, and the tail is hide. So we could probably make up another.
We can make a full set of rawhide.
All right. So also Urza got her 2nd hunt XP, so she's gonna trigger the age event. Let's do that right now. Your time in the darkness changes you. Milestone 1, weapon proficiency. May select a weapon to be proficient with. We will choose Qatar. because I like guitars. Then I have to roll 2d10, add them together. 11. That is a random fighting art.
For your random fighting art, I have Timeless Eye.
What is that?
Your attack roll is a perfect hit on a result of 9 or 10. You cannot use Timeless Eye if you have the blind severe head injury.
So it'd be a nice thing if you're using daggers, but
Right.
nothing for guitars, I'm assuming.
No.
Well, are you working on dagger proficiency?
I have 1 level of dagger proficiency.
Okay. Well, Urza doesn't have any proficiency levels. So if there were a better weapon that might be able to better utilize that.
Well, we could always make her a dagger if you want to go daggers with her.
Well, daggers also work really well with the lion gear.
Okay.
Generating survival.
Because the deal with
is
that
awesome.
is, yeah, you're just going to be generating survival.
Sounds like
Right.
a fair amount of it, especially if you're going to have lion armor. That might be a way to go since you're not going to have the
And,
benefit of the rawhide.
and daggers roll 3 dice. So you have 3 dice that have a 20% chance of gaining a survival.
We'll figure that out in the settlement phase, I guess. Well, we're going to end the hunt and showdown phase of Lantern Year 2. To find out what we're going to build, you'll have to join us for the settlement phase.